What's up, guys? So here's our second harvest update. We've got about 150,000 pounds already been picked through our mill. All that's currently being processed, being dried, being either in the sun or in one of our coffee dryers, which are mechanical. And we are well on our way to 2 million pounds, which I think we actually might even get up to 2.2 million pounds this year of picked coffee if all goes well. Should be a good crop for us this year. We're hoping for great results. This year, to say the least, coffee harvest has been complicated. It has been raining lots. Coffee harvest has started late. Those two factors combined together have made things a little bit more complicated. Usually we start picking in August and we go pretty strong with a lot of people usually in September. This year we really haven't started picking a lot of coffee, and we probably won't until about midway through November. So it's super delayed, almost a full month or two, which isn't bad for quality because it tends to better the quality and slows the ripening down, but it definitely kind of throws a wrench in our normal pace of things and when we usually start to bring in people. So it's been difficult. Also this year we didn't get a lot of rain at the beginning part of the year, from March, or really from May until July. And all that rain that we didn't get that part of the year, we're now getting right during harvest, which we're thankful for the rain, but it makes it much more difficult to get the product out because the pickers don't want to pick in the rain. Can't say I blame them. It causes the coffee beans to actually get soaked on the plant. They tend to split open as the bean swells. So that tends to cause the beans to swell, to pop open. They can then dry, get different bacterial infections, which it causes different defects in the bean. And in some cases can actually cause the beans to actually fall to the ground, which means that we no longer get to pick that bean and put it in with our good coffee. So as I mentioned, all of our coffee is hand-picked. Here you can see some wonderful examples of beautiful ripe coffee cherry on the plant, ready to be picked. Coffee that is picked at its optimal ripeness point will have better flavors, better sweetness, better acidity, better body. Overall, just a more enjoyable cup of coffee to drink. This, of course, means that we have to make multiple trips around the farm picking the coffee cherries as they reach their ideal point of ripeness. Here we see an example of a picker actually going through one of the different coffee branches, picking each one of the individually ripe beans off the plant. You'll also note that he is picking off some of the sicker beans because we want to actually pick those now so they don't fall off to the ground. We can sell that sick coffee to a different buyer for a cheaper price. After the coffee is picked, they will actually go through, hand sort it, removing any beans that accidentally were picked that were not quite ripe, or removing any sick beans and putting those into a different pile to be processed separately. Thanks so much for watching. And next time we'll try to talk a little bit more about the coffee drying process, get some video and some shots of that, explain how it is that we dry coffee, what we're trying to do with our drying, what our objective is, and maybe talk a little bit more about the different ways that you can actually process coffee in the wet mill. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.